Welcome. Hello, everybody. It is Nick from the Lost River Drive-In. I am joined by my very esteemed co-host and lovely friend and just fantastic YouTuber himself, Justin. How are you?
Oh, well, thank you. I'm doing great. And you're a fantastic friend and fantastic YouTuber as well.
Well, thank you. Hello, Wes. Hello, FluffX. And hello, Rudy. How you doing?
I forgot to ask, how are you doing? I know we talked about it before, but how's your brother doing? Because I know you.
Yeah, for everybody wondering, he's stable. You know, he's good, as good as he can be, I guess I should say. Seems like he'll make it out of the woods.
Good. That's great. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, I know, Rudy. I'm trying to fix this damn thing, and it's not wanting to. It doesn't like me.
Hey, I think they're here just to see our awesome faces, so that's the best thing about it.
How are we doing now? Yeah.
I don't hear the echo, so anybody in the comments, is there an echo? This echo makes me angry.
Shut up,
What's
Sam.
going on? Hey, Brooke. Hey, Sam. Hey, 1031.
Yeah, hey,
1031.
How is it?
How's everybody doing
this?
Hey,
Fine
Jonathan.
Monday evening.
Yeah, it's been raining. It's now the sun's starting to come out, but it's been raining all day here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that lag. That was lovely. All right, guys. So as you know, while I am working on this, today we're talking
Hey, Andrew.
about Chucky. Child's Play. Yeah, what's up, Andrew? We're going to talk about every movie in the franchise, and we're going to touch on the TV series.
I'm excited.
We are going to... We don't necessarily have to do a ranking of it, because I think we both have ranked it, but we probably will anyway, just because.
Yeah.
So, to everybody in here, y'all ready to talk some Chucky? How's everybody feel? Wearing my good guy's hat, you know.
I love that. I got these two guys. I have these two in the background. I thought this would be perfect.
Hey, what's up, Billy?
Hey, Billy.
The crazy thing is, when I was like getting ready for this, I realized that I didn't have.
There's an echo on my end. I don't know if I can fix that though, because I just have a micro. Let's see. Let me try something.
I realized I didn't have a Child's Play shirt, and it's a bummer.
Is my echo a little bit better? Because I just have a standard microphone. It's not gonna. I don't know if it's gonna get better. So.
Let's see. Favorite.
Oh, it's on Nick's end. Okay, I was like,
damn it.
You're good.
I don't know.
You're good.
Guys, I really don't know.
We're just gonna have to roll.
I've been having technical difficulties the past few days. Anytime I've tried to do anything, so I apologize for that. I'm doing my best.
You're good. You're good. We'll get this going. Anyway.
All right. So. Let's go. Let's go. Real quick, Wes wants to know our favorite Chucky quote.
This is probably not my favorite one, but I always love in Child's Plays too. How's it Hagen feel?
Phil? Yeah. I love How's it Hangin' Phil. I love. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say it for the purposes of quoting, but, don't fuck with the Chuck.
I love that one. And then I love in the first movie when the old woman walks out of the elevator, ugly doll, F you. It's like, that's always a good one.
Hey, what's up, Art?
Hey,
1031. Art. You should still check it out. Seed of Chucky isn't. It's not like Freddy's Dead, I don't think.
I think it's fun.
It's got funny moments. It's got enjoyable moments. I don't think it's very good, but
I didn't like it when I first saw it, but I actually really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. There's only one on this that we're gonna talk about that I don't like. So
yeah. Well, then let's hop right into
Seed of Chucky. All right.
We're gonna start off with Child's Play, the original. Um, when I was a kid, this movie scared me because he was a doll, and I feel like all of us had action figures or dolls or just inanimate objects like that. And we had an affinity for those things, and maybe we had siblings that um, had those types of things.
Hmm.
So it was creepy to think about a doll killing everyone in your life and wanting
Hmm.
to, snatch your soul essentially. Um, that's that's not something that kids really probably could deal with very easily. I was
Hey,
a little
Kennedy.
bothered by it. Yeah, what's up, Caleb?
Caleb, sorry.
I just so it creeped me out as a kid. Um, I go back and watch it now, and I appreciate the fact that they tried this whole thing of not showing the monster till damn near the end of the movie. That iconic scene when Andy's mom is about to throw him in the fireplace, and she's just like, say something, and
Mm.
yeah, he definitely said something,
Yeah.
and but it's Child's Play is really, really good. But I think that the only downfall for Child's Play for me was that they didn't know what they had yet with Chucky.
Hmm.
And I think that honestly, Child's Play 2 really leaned into Chucky more. And I think that's why that one's my favorite. But Child's Play is a classic. I mean, Alex Vincent, really young, but I think he did okay for a kid actor. I think that Chris Sarandon was great. Um, the doll, the practical effects, the animatronics, and the puppeteers and everything. The scenes where it's an actual kid running around in the costumes a little cringeworthy.
Yeah.
um, but overall, yeah, I think it was handled super super well. It's a classic for a reason. And I really really enjoy Child's Play. And I won't even say that I love Child's Play. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, John. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure that out. But Justin,
It's all good.
what do you think? What are your thoughts on Child's Play?
So obviously, Child's Play came out the year I was born, so that's even better. But I love Child's Play. I've always loved it. I think it's quite eerie. It used to scare me as a kid, but I think it's eerie now. Um, and what, going to be 33 years later? I think it holds up really well. I love the cast. You got Chris Sarandon, Catherine Hicks, Alex Vincent, which wasn't a bad child actor at all. And like you said, the practical effects are great. It just proves that practical effects are way better. I don't have a problem with CGI when it's done well, but practical effects amazing, and everything that they did for this movie to make this movie just work is awesome. Some of the things I love about this, I love the music. I love the main theme. It's still one of my favorites. I love the writing by Don Mancini, and then of course the directing by Tom Holland, who directed my favorite vampire film, Fright Night. Um, this one still holds up well for me. I absolutely love it. Um, and the one thing that I always remember the most, especially as a kid, was uh, this came out around the same time as the My Buddy doll. And my first My Buddy doll I always remember my parents telling me that I would throw it away because I saw Child's Play. I think it was on TV or something, and it freaked me out. I was like, get that thing out of my room. I don't want that My Buddy doll. Like that is the memory I have the most with this. But I absolutely love this movie. Can you hear me? Hello? There we go. I will do that, Art. I can't hear you.
All right, how about now?
I can hear you. Did you hear everything I said? Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're fine.
So, yeah, no, I agree with pretty much everything you said when it comes to the movie. I think that the movie holds up really, really well.
Yeah.
Aside from a couple of weird, like I said, moments with like a kid dressed up as Chucky, like some of those moments kind of stand out. But I think overall, the movie really, really stands out.
I love this. Yeah.
It holds up well. It really does. And I think part of the reason it holds up so well is because of the. I think part of it has to do with just how well they handled Chucky. You know, they didn't lay onto it too thick. It was very old school, old school horror, and I think that worked really well. Now, as we got on to some of the sequels, kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street, where they realized that, Robert Englund was the star, and they make them that character, their focal point. They didn't have that in the first Child's Play, and I love that approach to it. I really, really do. For me, it's a movie that I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of.
No.
I don't know. I think it's awesome.
No. A couple scenes, I think it's awesome too. A couple scenes that I think still hold up really well. The first death in the movie, the first death, Aunt Maggie, like the whole build up to that death still gets me. And I know it's going to happen, but it's just great. And then, of course, you mentioned it. I love the moment where the mom realizes that Chucky hasn't had his batteries in the entire time, and he's been talking and then confronting him and pretty much saying, "I'm going to throw you into the fire," and then Chucky just goes on a he says he does not say some nice words. That's all I'll say.
No, he does not.
No. So
yeah, it's a really memorable movie, and I think it did a lot for a lot of people at a young age, and I don't mean that in a good way. It definitely scared a lot of people. But yeah, for me, Child's Play is a solid, super solid. I'm gonna say 4.5 out of 5. I think that it is a pretty near flawless movie. So I'm gonna give this movie a 4.5 out of 5.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Every time I watch it, I still love it. For me, I don't see really anything too outdated with this one, and I think out of this franchise, this is the one that holds up really well for me. So I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5.
All right. Child's Play. We have addressed. Well, you know what? We have addressed Child's Play. So now, let's get right into Child's Play 2. Justin,
right.
I'm going to let you pick up with it first.
Okay.
What did you think do you remember seeing this movie? Do you think that what are your memories of it? How do you think it holds up now?
So I'm trying to remember the first time I saw Child's Play 2. I think it was on TV, and I think it was USA when they used to play them, when they used to play horror movies. And, this was one of the only, when I was a kid, one of the only horror movies that my dad would let us watch because he was a big Chucky fan too. So I remember really loving it. And, the first time I remember this movie, the one thing that always stood out for me was the climax of the movie when they're in the factory and you get all the good guy dolls in the boxes. Like, that was all great. Love the cast. I think, we added some great characters onto this. What was her name? The sister or the foster sister. What was her name?
Kyle.
Kyle. I love Kyle. She's one of my favorite characters of the franchise. We were in that kind of time where Chucky was scary, but he was also fun. And I think it works really well with this movie. Still today, I love it. It's one of my favorites of the franchise. Like, it's up there high for me as one of the best. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I think Alex Vincent, I think his acting got better. It's just great. This is an awesome sequel. Awesome movie, awesome sequel. And I'll always also remember the school scene where Chucky kills the teacher. I think her name was, what was her name? Miss
Kettlewell.
Miss Kettlewell. So, but yeah, and then I rewatched the teaser trailer before this movie, and I had fun watching that trailer again, and I love the poster. I think this is my favorite poster for a Child's Play movie. So, yeah, I absolutely love it. Great movie. Oh, yeah. Love it.
So I do have an echo, don't I?
You're good.
I have an echo. It's bothering me.
I don't hear the echo, so.
So for Child's Play 2, for me, the thing about this movie is, like, I remember the first time I saw it, I think it might have been the first Child's Play movie I saw, and by the time I got around to it, I had obviously seen, or I had obviously heard of, I knew who Chucky was. Like, everybody knew Chucky, the killer doll. Like, that was just something that was in pop culture by the time I got to the age where I watched this movie. So I wasn't surprised at all with what I was getting. And I remember this one creeped me out more than the first one because you got so much more of Chucky. And you got some just, I don't know, he's mean. Like, he's mean in this movie. He really is. And
he is.
The whole ending sequence in the factory, the toy factory, is just pure gold. I really think that that might be the best finale in the franchise.
Agreed.
And I loved Kyle, and I loved her relationship with Andy, and I think that it's very I don't know, it's very organic. It just seems very natural, even because they're just foster siblings, but they get along so well, and I always really believed their relationship and their affinity for one another, and I always really dug that. That was always something to me that was really it really entices you and kind of draws you in with the movie. Now, there's not much I can say about this. There's not much I can say about this that's negative, honestly. I really don't have many complaints, if any at all, with the movie.
No.
Child's Play 2 is my favorite Child's Play film, and I think that's just for a multitude of reasons. Whether it's getting more Chucky, when you finally start to get some of the one-liners that you've been, you're going to get by the time you see this movie because you've heard of the other movies or you've seen the other movies. And it's just, I don't know, it's just great. It really is just great. It's something that I love it. I love it. I really have no complaints with this movie. I'm kind of just rambling at this point, but I wanted to ask you really quick, how do you feel about Christina Elise coming back for the Chucky TV series?
I'm so happy she's coming back. I think, like you said, I really love the chemistry between Andy and Kyle in Child's Play 2. And so, when we got to like 3 and, when Andy was in part 3, it was so sad that we didn't get Kyle back. I think Kyle is a great character. I love Christine. Is it Christine Elise? Is that Christine Elise?
Yeah.
I love her. So I'm really excited to have her back. I'm so happy to see that she's coming back.
Yeah.
What about you?
Let me know. Am I echoing still?
I don't hear an echo on my end. So you guys let us know if you guys hear an echo.
I'm excited for her to be back. I just don't know how they're going to do it. How is this going to be organic? I want this to seem realistic. I want this to seem like it makes sense.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. No, it's got
Because
to be organic. It's got to
my,
flow well.
well, my only issue with and we'll get to the TV series here in a little bit, but I just wonder how they're going to do this, bringing all these characters back.
Hmm.
I kind of worry a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like with any movie or TV show, when you bring characters back, it has to work. So, and it has to flow well, and it has to work within the story. So, we'll have to see what happens. Can you? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I just, oh, this is really bugging me. This is really
Don't let it
bugging.
bug you. Don't let it. We're,
I actually don't. I have the audio. I have my mic muted on my phone, and I only have the audio coming through my laptop. So there shouldn't be an echo. This is the setup I always have. That's why I don't understand it. So I'm going to back out of this. All right.
okay.
I still think yeah.
If you have it, if you have it, we'll just keep going. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. So, yeah, as long like Caleb says, as long as I can hear you, that's all that matters. So,
yeah.
hey, you want to talk about some old videos? Do you remember those videos where my voice was like completely out of sync with my video back in like the '09 days? So,
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really getting under my skin. Anyway, Justin, if you had to rate Child's Play,
if I had to rate it, I'd give this one. So I'm gonna give it a 4.9. If I can do like 4.9, I'm gonna do 4.9 for this one. And the reason why is I like more of a scary Chucky, and I think that's why I rank. I prefer the first one over the second one just a little bit, but I'm going to give it a 4.9. I love it. I do love this movie. So,
well, I might be on an island here.
okay.
Maybe there's going to be some people that agree with me in the chat. I'm going to 10.
Okay. Now, are we doing 10?
Yeah,
are we doing
my bad.
out of 5? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going 5 out of 5. I would go 5.5 out of 5 if I could. It is my favorite as well, Andrew.
It's a favorite for everybody. A lot of people love it, and I understand. Like, I love it too.
Yeah, well, you don't love it enough, Justin. That's the problem.
I gave it a 4.9. It's missing a small little point. It's a little blimp, but I do love it.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Sorry. My child's playing with a balloon, and it's very loud. Now, was there ever a time where you liked Child's Play 2 better than Child's Play?
No, I've always been more of a Child's Play fan. But again, I do love Child's Play 2. Like, I know for my buddy Doug, Child's Play 2 is his favorite. I know it's a favorite for a lot of people. I've always been more of a slightly more fan of the first movie, but I do love Child's Play 2.
Okay. I think I've always preferred Child's Play 2.
Yeah, which no problem. I mean, awesome sequel.
Okay. All right. So we've got our ratings in for Child's Play 2, and now we're going to address Child's Play 3. Justin, I want you to take it right from the top.
All right, Child's Play 3. So again, this is for me memories that I have. I think watching it on USA for the first time when it was on TV. And I remember as a kid, I loved it. I was just a Chucky fan. And again, this was like really the only horror movie that my dad would let us watch because he was a Chucky fan. So yeah, I have a lot of great memories with this. Obviously grew up with this one. I never understood the hate that the movie got. Now when I watch it, I don't love it as much. I really enjoy it, but I don't love it as much. I wish they would have been able to take their time with this movie. I know Don Mancini wishes that there could have been like more than a year apart before he had to write Child's Play 3. But for me, I wish we would have been able to have Alex Vincent come back. But I like the storyline. I like the idea of it taking place at this military school. I don't mind Andy being a little older. I think it's crazy that this movie came out in 91 though, and they jumped his age a little bit. So I guess that's probably the only one of the nitpicks I have with it. But yeah, I really enjoy this movie. It's a lot of fun. I don't get the hate for it, and I see the problems. I'm rambling, but I also love the climax. I like the idea of like going into the carnival or the fair and all that stuff. I have fun. I have a good time with this movie. There's never one time where I'm like have it. I don't ever not have a good time with this. If that makes sense. Like I have a great time with this. So I ramble.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
No. You're not rambling. I honestly agree. Now, here's my thing with Child's Play 3. First of all, I want to say thank you so much, Rudy. Really appreciate that, brother. We are friends till the end here. Okay?
Friends till the end.
That means a lot. I really appreciate that, buddy. Rudy, number one fan. For me, I liked it a lot when I watched it years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched it a couple more times, and I found some issues with it that annoyed me about it. But it is what it is, whether it was the Tyler kid. I was never a huge fan of Tyler. I didn't like the idea of Andy being so much older. I felt like it was weird. I didn't like that they recast him, although I think the guy did fine.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember until I watched this a couple weeks ago that Spitz from Halloween 5 is in it.
I know.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Crazy. Yeah. There's a lot about the movie I like. And again, one of those things would be the very end. The end is awesome. And you know what, guys? I know how to end this echo.
Can you hear me?
How about that?
Okay, I can hear it. What is that? What'd you do?
Am I still echoing? I think I'm still echoing.
You're still echoing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What'd you do? Did you like take the microphone off?
I turned the laptop off.
Oh, okay.
This is really, really bugging me. Yeah, I'm aware, Sam.
We okay. Let's just keep going. You're good. You're good.
I don't know. Yeah, Justin Whalen was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the fun house type of ending.
He said mute the laptop. See if that works.
The laptop wasn't on.
Okay.
So it's not the laptop.
We cannot restart the phone. Rudy, I don't know if we can restart the phone. I think we'd leave the chat.
Actually, I think
Are you recording? Are you using your phone to like see me? I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Let me just see if I can just like back out with my phone.
Okay.
See if that helps anything. Dear God. I'm so fucking angry about this. All right. Echoing.
That's an echo. I can hear that echo.
Yes. I don't think I can leave on my phone though. That's the problem.
No, don't leave on your phone because if you do, I think you'll log yourself out.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're just gonna have to run with it. I've been having technical issues for days now, and I'm very angry about it.
Don't.
But I'm only angry about it because I take the quality seriously.
I know. I just don't want you to be upset or anything.
No, so. I know. It just really bothers me. But there's some characters in Child's Play 3. Like, there are some interesting characters. There are some cool kills. Chucky's mean. I love the war games when he replaces the paintballs with live ammunition.
Yes,
great. I think they're paintballs, right? And he replaces them with live ammunition.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Love that. Also, this has a brilliant finale. And I mentioned that as well. But for me, I don't know. Like I said, it just doesn't feel the same as the first two. And,
yeah, it doesn't.
It's good, but it just doesn't feel the same. There's this different tone to it. There's even a different look to it, and maybe it's part of that is the setting.
Yeah,
I don't know, but it's just different. No, that's not me hating on it. I love this movie still, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say that it had its flaws, because it absolutely does.
It does. It does.
So, Justin, if you were going to rate it out of 5, what would you give it?
Well, first I have to say, she doesn't get enough credit, but I like the lead female character in this movie. I can't remember her name, but I think she's great. I think she's great in this movie. She is. But if I had to give this a rating, I would give this one. Where would I rate this one? Because like you, I loved it when I first saw it. It's gone down. It's a fun and very enjoyable sequel. I'm going to give it 3.9. 3.9 out of 5.
Andrew with a 9.5.
I like it.
I'm assuming you're a fan of this movie, huh?
I think so.
I'm probably going to go. I'm probably 3.5. It's above average for me. It's good.
Yeah.
But I think it pales in comparison to the first two. I really think it does.
Agreed. I agree.
But again,
I agree with it.
Those are both classics. So and when I watch this movie, I can have a fun time, but I don't walk away from this movie going like, dear God, that was amazing. You know what I mean? Like it's the ending I do. The ending, I'm like, oh wow, that was awesome.
No, I'm with you. It's an enjoyable movie. I mean, even Don Mancini says he wishes he would have had a little bit more time to write this, because this was a rush movie. They rushed it to get it out a year later, which is crazy. So
Bobby, and he wanted Arlie Ermey for the part. Yeah, I remember him saying that. I don't know if Arlie Ermey turned it down or if the studio couldn't afford him. I can't remember what it was, but they couldn't get him. But that's who he wrote the part for, which I would have loved.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so that's part 3, Child's Play 3. And now we get to Child's Play 4. Just kidding. Bride of Chucky, but kind of technically Child's Play 4. Bride of Chucky introduces us to the ever so beautiful Jennifer Tilly, the ever so maniacal Tiffany, the same person, but you know what I mean, and Katherine Heigl.
Catherine, not her first, but one of her first movies.
Yes.
One of her big ones.
And everybody knows the plot of Bride of Chucky. Basically, Tiffany has the Chucky doll, and she's into the occult, and she's into some weird stuff, and ends up bringing Chucky back, and then Chucky kills her and puts her body into a doll, and it was love at first sight. And they're on a cross-country trip around the U.S. to Niagara Falls, hacking people up along the way, and we get a doll sex scene too. Bride of Chucky has it all. Justin, take it away. What are your thoughts on Bride of Chucky?
So I remember. See, this one I really remember when I first saw it, and it was back when my mom bought the VHS tape, and we watched it, and I loved it back then. I love it now. This is one of my personal top favorites, and we'll get to that at the end. This is one of my personal top favorites. And, after Child's Play 3 and it being a rush movie, there was some time to have a breather for Don Mancini. And, he came back, he wrote this. I love the story. I love the idea I love the way that they brought Chucky back. Jennifer Tilly is amazing. Hello. Jennifer Tilly is amazing in this movie. Like, I love her. I think she's an awesome addition to this franchise. She's one of my favorite things about this franchise. So for me, I love it. It's campy, it's fun, it's great, or it's awesome. Yeah, absolutely love this. This is one of my favorites. And then the director who would go on to direct Freddy vs. Jason, I thought he did a great job too. Ronnie Yu. Yes, there we go. Yes, Ronnie Yu. This movie is awesome. It's a lot of fun. This is one of my go-to Child's Play movies. Of course, I love the opening with Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie. I think that's great. I love when she lifts up, the parts of Chucky and Tiffany says, "Well, hello, Dolly." Like, for me, this is a great one. This is one of my all-time favorites. So absolutely love it.
That's awesome, Rudy. That's awesome.
There you go, Rudy. Jennifer Tilly's amazing.
Hey, sometimes I feel that way too. God, Ryan Reynolds sometimes makes me question mine.
Can I ask? Was it those abs in Animeville that got you, Nick?
Yeah, and the beard. I was like, oh man. So, Bride of Chucky for me is an interesting love affair because I loved this movie when I was a kid. This was my favorite one. I think it's just because it was so relentless and fun and brutal and just everything you could ask for. And then, by the way, anybody that's new in here, sorry for my echo. We're just rolling with it, okay? I can't stop.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. I'm honored, Sam. Thank you.
And I loved it, man. I loved it. And like you said, Living Dead Girl at the beginning is just like, oh, hell yeah. And then Chucky, what song does he turn on in the car? Is it
it's White Zombie. I'm trying to think of the song.
Is it More Human Than Human, or is it
Yes, that's it. That's More Human Than Human. Yep. I love it.
It's Thunder Kiss 65. It's Thunder Kiss 65.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
That's so
Thunder
awesome.
Kiss 65. And I loved it. I loved every bit of the movie. I love Chucky crawling out of along the cars and putting
gives a finger to the guy.
Gas tank on fire. Yeah, giving him the finger. It's like,
what? That's one pissed off little doll or whatever he said.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, it was awesome. Now, as I've gotten older, it's kind of gone down a little bit for me. Now, I still really enjoy the movie. I would still say I love this movie. But for me, I think this has one of the weakest endings in the entire franchise. I think that the whole like random baby popping out, like just like, and you're like, what the hell? And then it just the ending in the grave site is just it seems anticlimactic to me. It seems very like, I don't know, there wasn't a lot of oomph to it. Like I don't know how to put it. But this is when you got your first real comedy Chucky.
Yep.
But you know, and I think that everything about this movie, they knew what this movie was. Okay, this movie knew what it was, and it took it, ran with it. It didn't try to be anything that it wasn't. And I respect the hell out of the movie for that. And yeah, Billy, the baby did make no sense at the end, and that's why I think a lot of people saw that ending and they were like, "What?" No, go ahead.
No, I thought it. I'm going to say the word. I mean, this is, obviously they had sex. So I think, the baby was going to happen. I said it. Sex. There we go.
Monetization, guys. Thank Justin. I'm just kidding.
But I thought it made sense. I was like, oh, they're just adding more to it. I don't know. Because then we got Seed of Chucky. So we'll talk about that in a second.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
We did.
But yeah, I mean, for me, there's also a scene in this movie that, like, still to this day is really, really hard for me to watch at times because the effects of the time were not great, and that is when their friend gets, I don't know if he runs into it or pushed into the semi.
I hate that.
It looks so bad, though. That's my thing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go, I'm so sad. I can't.
I mean, he didn't deserve to die, but it also is just like the effects were really bad on it.
I have to go back and see that again.
But whatever. It's a minor gripe. I think that the movie is really good, and I don't know. I really dig it. But Justin, what's your ranking?
Well, Billy Max says she couldn't be pregnant. I'm like, well, two dolls had sex. That didn't make sense either. No offense, I'm just saying. This movie was just like over the top a little bit. My rating, I'm gonna go. If I could do the same rating, I'm gonna give it the same rating as I do Child's Play 2, which is a 4.9. So. If I could do that, I'm going to cheat a little bit and give this a 4.9 because I love this movie too.
Bobby, I don't know how it should have ended. I just don't think it should have ended that way. Okay, for me, I'm trying to think here. Do I like it more? I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
And I would give it the slight edge over Child's Play 3. I think it's more fun. And Jennifer Tilly was like the woman of my dreams when I was a teenager. So like, yeah, come on.
She's awesome in this movie, and I love Jennifer Tilly. So she's so awesome. So.
How old is she now? Like 62?
No, she's got to be in her, I would say like 50s maybe. So
someone let me know how old Jennifer Tilly is. But she looks fantastic for her age.
She does. So she does. All right. Let's see. I gotta go. Hope you have it. Thank you. Well, Fluff, thank you for stopping in. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yes, it is a great slasher. I don't think she's in her 40s. 1031. I think she's in her.
I think it's her early
62. 50s. I was right.
She's 62. What?
62.
She doesn't look 62. What? Wow.
Telling you.
Wow.
She looks amazing for 62.
I hope I look that good when I'm 62. So,
I hope I make it to 62.
Oh, stop. You will. You're younger than me, so I hope you make it.
Hey, 1031, she is 62 years young, my friend. She ain't 62 years old.
She ages like a fine wine.
Well, Prodigy, I saw your question. We're about to get to that. So, Seed of Charles.
Seed of Charles. That's right.
Let's Justin, take it away.
All right. So Seed of Chucky. This one I remember. What I loved about this was seeing the teaser trailer for the first time, and it was like the little baby Chucky and the ultrasound, and I thought that was fun. I loved the teaser trailer. I was so excited to see this. and I was too young to see this in theaters. So the first time I saw it was DVD, and I didn't like it the first time I saw it. I thought that it just I can appreciate the whole story of like Jennifer now, like Jennifer Tilly's there and it's based around her life and in Hollywood. But you know, like Freddy's Dead, we lost. I know Bride of Chucky was funny, but it was funny in a good way. Where this one, they were being funny, but it was bad in my opinion. So I didn't like it the first time I saw it. It wasn't a film where I could never. It wasn't a film where I was like, oh, I'm never going to watch this movie again. Because again, I love Jennifer Tilly.
Now you put this movie on when you go to bed at night, right?
I do every night. I'm like, I need to see a Chucky in my life. I do with a glass of wine. That's what I do. So I know. But nowadays, like, I actually really enjoy it. I take it for what it is now. It's definitely one of my least favorites, but I won't say I really enjoy this movie. I find this movie enjoyable. Like, I can watch this movie, and unlike Freddy's Dead, I can have a good time with this film. Like, you know, it's fun. It's a good time, in my opinion. It's Richard, silly. It's bizarre. I agree, Glenn, Glinda, I don't have a problem with that. I thought that was pretty fun. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's enjoyable.
Okay. So let me set the record straight for everyone. Okay, Justin.
Okay, it's all right.
When I watched Seed of Chucky for the first time, believe it or not, I enjoyed it.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was funny. I thought the kills were cool. And I love seeing Jennifer Tilly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, no chance. I don't hate the movie.
Yeah.
But I am not a fan of this movie. And that's for a few reasons. They tried way too hard to be like super meta and trying to be too self-referential and funny, and it got to the point where it was almost kind of arrogant and annoying. The whole Britney Spears look-alike cameo scene is awful. Chucky doing things to himself in a bathroom while John Waters takes pictures. It's awful. There's Glenn just peeing his pants for no reason, and this whole like side plot of him peeing his pants. It's weird.
It's weird. Yes, it's weird. The whole movie's weird.
I will agree that there are some qualities to it that you do laugh every now and then, and you do enjoy some of the kills, but I just don't think it's very good.
So I want to say Bobby is talking Spice Girls. That's actually not the Spice Girls. She was actually from a group that I remember as a kid called S Club 7. So S Club 7. She looks like Baby Spice, but it's not Baby Spice. I know. Justin's like, you're the only one that knew about S Club 7. Yes, I did.
Yeah, Sam, you're absolutely right. You hit that right on the head. You hit the nail right on the head there. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird, and it didn't land for me. And the ending also is really, really, really weird. The whole, I don't even know, like, are Glenn and Glinda now people? And is Tiffany back to being, Jennifer Tilly? It's weird. It's weird.
It's a weird movie. I mean, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I agree with you. It's a weird movie. But I was opposite. I hated this movie when I first saw it. Now I can watch this and go, yeah, it's fun. It's a good time. Like, it's good in a bad way, maybe. So I don't know.
Well, then what are you gonna rate it?
I'm gonna give this one I'm gonna give it a 2.9. 2.9. So it's not by no means a great movie.
Prodigy.
But I'm doing.
We don't know exactly what happened to Glenn and Glenda. The ending is very ambiguous, and then Don Mancini has essentially teased that they're going to be back in this TV series.
I don't know how that's going to work. I really don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah,
so
I don't either. So
2.9 out of 5.
1.5 out of 5. 1.5. Yeah, when I have an urge to watch a Child's Play movie, it's never Seed. It's never Seed.
It's not, yeah.
But I mean, there are redeeming qualities.
Yeah. It's not one I hate. Like I said, it's a weird movie. It's so weird. There are things I wish I would have fixed. Like I'm not big to like over the top Chucky humor, like all that stuff. Like that's not my favorite Chucky, and I think that's what we got here. But it's a weird movie. It's a weird film. I don't know where Don Mancini was going with this movie. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It's a little weird. So it's there's some stuff that happens in this movie that I'm not going to repeat, stuff that I'm not going to say, but it's fun. I have a fun time with it.
I do like the scene when they're putting Glenn to bed and Chucky is explaining things to him.
Why do you kill? Why do you kill?
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, it's okay though, because in 2013 we got a revival, and that was Curse of Chucky. And I remember when I first saw Curse of Chucky, I got it on VOD the day it got released because it was, it went straight to VOD.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it. I mean, I loved it. The only thing I wasn't a huge fan of was the doll's design. But I thought it went back to being suspenseful. I think it went back to making Chucky creepy again. I liked the ties to his origin story. I loved Fiona Dourif. I loved the kills. And I loved that Chucky was a side character for pretty much an hour of the movie until he really just kind of comes into his own. Curse of Chucky for me, my God, that deserved to be a theatrical release, if any of them deserve to be, because that movie is just, I think this movie is really, really good. I also really loved the ending, teasing with Alex Vincent and whatnot. But yeah, what do you think?
First time I saw it was Blu-ray. I agree with you. This movie needed to go to theaters because this was way better than Seed of Chucky. I love the fact that we got a almost scary, darker toned Chucky film. That is what I loved. I love, like you said, the return of Alex Vincent at the end. I love the overall story. Fiona Dourif. What's her Mia? I think she's great in this film. I love the setting. I love the look of it. Love pretty much everything about this film. If there's one negative I have with this movie, and I agree with you, is the way that Chucky looks. That's the only problem I have with this. Other than that, I love this. This is one of my favorites, and I can't remember who said it, but somebody said this is an underrated movie, and it is underrated. I love it. Like you said, this movie needed to go to theaters. I'm glad that Don Mancini went back to the idea of a more darker toned Chucky movie. And it still had fun. This is the way you do a Chucky movie. You have the fun, but you have that dark tone, and it works perfect. I love it.
Yeah, no argument for me there.
Thank you, Bill. Yes, Billy. Awesome, Billy. Shout out to you.
Curse of Chucky, man. Like I said, I just kind of got into how I thought about it when I first saw it. And I gotta say that I agree with everything you said. I just don't care for the design of the doll.
Yeah,
I don't
same
know
here.
how, after so many movies, they struggled to get it right. You know what I mean? Like, what was the issue there? What like it kind of baffles me sometimes. Now I'm not a big hater of it once the makeup comes off and the stars come back and stuff, then it starts to look better. But I don't like the look before that at all. I don't like the hair either. It looks dumb. I don't know.
I mean, that's my only complaint is the way that Chucky looks. That's the only thing. But this is not the worst that we've seen Chucky. We'll talk about that in a second. But
no.
What?
Well then, Justin.
Okay.
What would you give Curse?
Well, I'm going to give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. It's one of my top favorites. I love it.
Samesies.
Oh, I love it. Samesies. Love it.
It's top 3 for me in the Child's Play franchise. It's Child's Play 2, Child's Play, and Curse of Chucky. Those are my top 3.
I'm not giving my rating until the end. I think it'll shock a little bit of people, but it's okay. I like a little shock.
Well, yeah, I can't wait until you guys hear Justin talk about the next movie, because if there are fans of this movie, you might be disappointed. Justin, why don't you talk to us a little bit about Cult of Chucky?
All right. So I remember when they announced this was happening. I was excited because I love Curse of Chucky. I loved it when I loved Curse of Chucky when I first saw it. I said, yes, this is the way we do a Child's Play movie. I like the dark tone of it, all that stuff. I've already talked about that. I was so excited for Cult of Chucky. Then we got the trailer and we got the announcement that Jennifer Tilly was coming back. And I was like, okay, amazing. Alex Vincent was coming back again. I was like, yes. I loved the trailer. I thought it was great. And when I first saw this movie, and I still have the same feelings now, the first act of this movie, I was like, pretty good. It's pretty good. I also want to mention Mia was coming back. I was like, very cool. Because I think the character's great.
Mika.
Mika, thank you. Mika.
Nika.
Nika?
Yes.
Okay, Nika, thank you.
You're good. I just didn't want you to trip yourself up.
Thank you. But now I still have the same feelings. I think this is the worst of the franchise. Like, I don't hate it as much. I don't hate it as much as Freddy's Dead, because there's every moment in Freddy's Dead I hate. I've seen this movie twice, maybe, and
every moment. Justin hates every moment in Freddy's Dead. You guys heard it here first.
Every freaking moment in Freddy's Dead. This movie, that first act, I'm like, every time, again, I've seen this twice. That first act, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll like it better. Maybe I will. But once we get past that, I just think this movie is just, I hate to say it, I think the movie's terrible. Like, overall terrible. It's an overall terrible movie. I was like, Don, you did such a great job bringing back that dark, serious tone that, for me, Curse of Chucky had. Yes, it was funny. There was humor. But I'm just not a fan of this one. I like returning characters. I just think the story is just bad. I didn't like the direction that this movie went. Again, once you get past that first act, I do not like this. There's over the top things that happen, and yeah, I just don't like this. I don't want to give too much away if people haven't seen this. I'm pretty sure they have, but like I'm just going to say, like, the 5 or 6 Chucky dolls that we have in this movie, I'm like, come on. Like, they totally, and I don't know why Don did this, because he wrote the first movie. Like, the idea of the one Chucky that we had was no longer existed. You can now, like, with a book, what was it called?
Voodoo for Dummies.
Voodoo for Dummies. You can now bring your own Chucky doll to life. And just horrible. For me, this is a terrible movie. Is it, again, as bad as Freddy's Dead? No, because I can watch the first 30 minutes of this movie and go, okay, it's pretty good. But now I know where I'm getting. Now I know where this movie's going to go. And, I won't spoil too much, but I hated the ending. I didn't like the direction that this movie went. If you like it, if you love it, totally fine. But for me, this is the worst of the franchise. Like, I can watch Seed of Chucky, have a fun time with it. This movie, no. Not for me. No, thank you.
Well, Justin's holding nothing back. And, you know what? I respect it. I appreciate it. Let me just say that I was really excited for this movie after Curse because I loved Curse, and you guys heard me talk about that. I had high praise for Curse, and I had low expectations for Curse because I did not like Seed. Mm-hmm. This movie, however, after the success of Curse, in my mind at least, and how much I liked it, I was like, I cannot wait for the sequel. And I had Netflix, and I believe it came straight to Netflix the day it was released. And I really, really enjoyed it. The first time I watched it, I did enjoy it. Then I watched it again, and I was like, this movie's really weird. And then I watched it again, and I was like, okay, some of this stuff is, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is, but it's weird to me. I absolutely love, the like you said, the opening, and I love the whole Nika is in the mental institution now, and I love the cinematography in this movie. All the desolate feeling you get from this institution. It's all white, and the weather outside's really dreary, and they play a lot with like solid color schemes throughout the movie. I really dug that. I really do. Here's another thing though. And I like the kills. The oxygen tank going up into the window or up into like the skylight and then cutting that lady's head off was awesome. But man, it gets really weird really fast. The girl that has Chucky as like her baby is super weird. Multiple Malcolm, although I like his character, they did not flesh that character out enough. No. He was just really weird. Some of the acting is subpar. The design of Chucky is not good again.
Horrible.
I will say the movie is pretty damn funny. I love the scene of the three Chuckies talking to each other with the one that has like no hair. And I thought that was funny. Of course, they had to put that a-hole psychiatrist in this movie. And I hate that. I just hated that plot line. There's a lot about the movie that I just don't really care for. I also think that the ending is really, really weird. Alex Vincent shows up to a mental institution and says that he needs to, go in there, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no. So he punches the guard and ends up in the mental institution. That doesn't make much sense, but okay. And I think that, the whole thing with Nika, I think that she played brilliantly, like her dad. Her laugh. I love her laugh when you're supposed to believe, spoilers, guys, but that Chucky's now in her body. I thought that was awesome. But Jennifer Tilly and Tiffany, like, what is going on? Like, how no one ever explained how that's Tiffany again? Like, someone needs to explain that. This makes no sense. And I think the explanation is, it was Tiffany took over Jennifer Tilly's body at the end of Seed of Chucky. Okay, well, if that's the explanation, then cool. But I feel like some of the stuff is just like put in front of your face, and it's just like, but they don't really explain it. And I just think that the back half of this movie is just all over the place. I mean,
it's all over. All over the place.
I loved it when I first watched it, and now I just really think it's I'm not a big fan of this movie at all, but I don't hate it. I don't know.
You're kinder than I am about this movie. And if you guys like this movie, that's totally fine. Again, the first 30 minutes, I'm like, every time I watch it, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll change my mind. But after I get past that first 30 minutes, and you just said it, this movie just went all over the place. Like, I like the setting. I like that dreary feel to it. I'm glad we had Nika come back. I think Nika overall is a great character. I loved her in the Curse of Chucky, and overall love her in this movie. Like you said, it just went all over the place. And for me, I was like, this was such a bummer coming off of Curse of Chucky, and then we got Cult of Chucky. And I'm like, Don Mancini, hey, Caleb. Don Mancini, as much as I love him, I'm like, what were you doing, dude, with this movie? I don't mean to be disrespectful, but what were you doing with this movie? I'm tired. I'm sorry I'm ranting. I've seen this 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, every time. And that is my one thing about this TV show. We'll talk about it in a second, but like, how are they going to bring Fiona Dorff back, but also have Chucky?
No clue.
No clue. Like, I'm just like, okay. So
I have no clue how that's going to work.
I don't either. So,
but what's your rating, Justin?
I'm going to give this, because I do like returning characters, because I don't mind the first 30 minutes. I'll be nice and give this a 1.5 out of 5. I know that's not nice, but I could have gave it a 1. I'm giving it a 1.5 out of 5.
I'll give it a 2.
Okay.
I'll give it a 2 out of 5. It's a little below average for me. I don't think it's god awful, but it's not very good. But let's rinse the palate. Let's move on, Justin.
Okay.
Child's Play 2019. Take it
I'm
away.
ready. You know, I was one that when they announced this, I was like, okay, I don't mind this. Now, yeah, I thought it was kind of, looking back on it, yeah, they should have probably invited Don Mancini to produce this, or the history behind that. I remember that part of it. But I was excited for this. I was ready for the idea of it being more of a serious Chucky film. I mean, more serious Chucky film, because after Cult of Chucky, I was done with the franchise. And then we got this movie, and the casting was happening. Then the trailers were coming out, and I was always one to support this movie. And when I saw it in theaters, I really enjoyed it. I was really happy with the movie. And now, after watching it, I think 3 times, I love it. I love it. I like the direction that they went with Chucky. They weren't trying to copy the original. They were doing their own thing. I have a huge appreciation for that. So I like the story. Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky, I thought he did a great job. I was like, yes, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, what's up? Aubrey Plaza, I believe. I think she's great in this as Andy's mom. The kid that they cast as Andy, I thought he did a great job. My only complaint with this is I'm not a big fan of Andy's friends. Like, I think, if they took them out of the movie, I wouldn't mind that. I'm not a big fan of them. I just think as written characters, they just weren't really good in this. But that's my only complaint. I love it. I love this movie now. So I'm glad I'm seeing some love in there from people, because I do love this movie.
Yeah, so I saw this movie opening night in the theater, and I remember when they announced this movie, I was completely 1,000% on board after Cult of Chucky. I was more than welcoming to a modern adaptation of the original film, and then when we learned more about it, that it was going to be AI and not be like a possessed doll, I was like, okay, so they're going to have some originality in it too. Okay, I'm all about this.
Mm-hmm.
Then the casting of Mark Hamill and Aubrey Plaza, and I'm like, okay, this movie's gonna be good. Like, I just knew I was gonna like the movie. I did not like the doll's design. I don't think anybody likes the doll's design, but I will say, in defense of the doll's design, he is artificial intelligence. He's like a smart toy. Like, he's not really supposed to look like a cuddly doll. He's supposed to look like a robot almost. So it is what it is. Whatever. And I was very excited. I loved the first trailer. I went and saw this opening night, and I freaking loved it. I had such a blast with this movie. Whether it's her asshole boyfriend Seth that gets annihilated by Chucky just for Tupac, whether it's the whole finale of just everything coming alive and killing everyone in this toy store, and I mean, I love it. I love it. I love the acting by everyone aside from Andy's friends. I agree with you. You know, that's a big gripe I have of it. About this movie is his friends. I think that they're just cringy and they're unnecessary, and I didn't care for them at all. But my God, this movie is just. I mean, I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. I'm sorry, but let me just say right here. Let me just speak my piece right here. The fact that Don Mancini and so many people that were involved with the Child's Play series openly took to social media and to news outlets to boycott this movie was so frustrating and so childish. Because Don, you may be doing Chucky now, but let's not forget that was David Kirshner's creation as well. And he owns just as much the rights to this as you do. And if Kirshner and MGM said, go ahead and do it, then Don, shut up about it. Because you sound like a toddler that got their toy taken away from them. And you just wanted to complain about it. It frustrated the hell out of me because in an era where we wanted to see horror back at the forefront, and we were getting some of these great films get reboots and sequels and old franchises getting life breathed back into them. And you had Don Mancini and Jennifer Tilly and all these people like, screw the Child's Play remake. That's not my Chucky. We know that, but that's the point. We can enjoy this iteration of it. It doesn't mean we don't like yours. It's just, why can't we have our cake and eat it too here? It makes no sense. And I'm sorry, guys, but Cult of Chucky, even if you enjoy Cult of Chucky, it wasn't very good.
I mean, like I said, I was done with the franchise after Cult of Chucky. And then when they announced this remake, I was behind it. And I didn't get hate, but I got a lot of people like just not a fan that I was for this movie. And I'm like, guys, I was ready for this because Cult was horrible. It's a horrible movie, in my opinion. It is a horrible movie. And I'm with you. I mean, I think they even offered Don Mancini to be producer on this or to be a part of it. Now, don't quote me on it, but I think they did, and he turned it down and then went ahead and bashed the movie. I'm like you said, we can have our cake and eat it too. This isn't part of the original franchise. This is its own thing, and it works great. It works great as a standalone movie.
Don Mancini was so up in arms about it, but this movie didn't try to rip your movie off. This wasn't about a killer that put his soul into a doll. It was a totally different just origin. So it was its own thing. And the fact that you would, I don't know, just the fact that they would do that and act that way, it just was really frustrating to me. It was really frustrating because, shame on them. I mean, I support Don Mancini and I will support his iterations of Chucky, but shame on you for doing that because it's just childish. You didn't see John Carpenter going out when Rob Zombie was making Halloween and going boycott this movie.
No, I mean,
because you're going to get a check for it regardless. And it's a different iteration. So just leave it alone. Let another filmmaker do something new.
If you recall, even when the Nightmare remake came out, I know we have our feelings about it, but I mean, they didn't ask Wes to come back at all. Rest in peace. I love Wes Craven, but he wasn't even bashing that. I don't think he was bashing the remake. He was probably like, okay, you do your own thing. You don't want to bring me on. It's fine. I remember now, was there anything like that with the Nightmare remake? I don't think Wes was vocal.
Not that I know of.
I don't think, and like you said, Carpenter, the one thing about Carpenter is he says, hey, I get a paycheck with these movies. With the Don Mancini thing, I remember that being something. Hey, Sam, I I love Don Mancini, but I was not a fan of the way he was reacting because they offered him to be a producer or executive producer. He said no. They went and did their own thing, and then they were bashing this. And yeah, people were not happy when I was vocal with this movie when it was being made. I was like all for it, and I love it. I
think Don Mancini turned it down because, in my opinion, I think it's all about ego. I think his ego was basically like, well, I'm not done with Chucky, so why would you guys remake Chucky? No, this is my property. I'm not going to be a part of your stupid remake. And I felt like, again, very childish.
I agreed.
But I love the movie. I think it has some of the best kills in the entire franchise. I think also it does the one thing that no other Child's Play movie could do, and for good reason, because Chucky's evil in those movies. You feel bad for Chucky.
Yes.
And you feel like he truly loves Andy.
He does.
And he just wants to do right by Andy and do everything he can to be Andy's best friend. And he wants to be everything that Andy wants. And you just feel for him because he doesn't understand, I love that. I love that about this movie. And I will say there's a comment in here from Pumpkin Cake. I'm with Don on this one. This movie was simply a cash grab. The original series was still going. There was no need for a reboot. Okay, well, here's the thing about that. I'm not with Don on that one because the original series was still going technically on home video. Once you get to a point where your sequels are going straight to home video, you have done something to the point where people don't want to go pay to see your movies anymore. Look at Hellraiser. And again, Don was one part of this story, one part of the creation of this. David Kirshner and Tom Holland both deserve just as much credit as Don Mancini. It's not all Don's thing. And I don't think it was a cash grab simply because it was totally different. It was totally different. If you would have been like, let's just remake it and just do it like by the numbers and, hey guys, it's just a remake of Child's Play. But no, it was totally different. And that tells me that the writers, the filmmakers behind this wanted to make something that stood out. They wanted to be different. And whether you liked it or not, they tried to be different. And I respect that.
I don't see this. I know a cash grab remake when I see one. This was not that. This was we're going to do a Chucky movie, Child's Play film. They even went back to the title Child's Play, which was like, yes, awesome. They wanted to do something with
Andrew,
it. And
you're talking about no, you're fine. I just want to do a comment.
You what? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, bud.
Teasing a sequel. I haven't heard anything about that in a long time. Is there anything new going on about that? I mean, the movie made $40 million.
Can you hear me? I think you're fading out a little bit.
Hear me?
I can hear you a little bit. It seems to go in and out. I can't hear you.
All right, how about now?
Okay, I can hear you. All right. What were you saying about it?
But no, Andrew said that they mentioned that they've been choosing a sequel, and I haven't heard anything about that in a really long time.
I haven't either.
I was just asking if there was something new about that I hadn't heard, because the movie made $40 million at the box office, and I think it was a $5 million budget. So you would think, well, you make like 8 times your what you put into it. Like, it would make sense to have a sequel.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything about that.
I haven't either.
You guys let me know. I know the director said he was interested in doing another one. I know that, and I also know that now that Amazon owns MGM, a lot of people were talking about, maybe this will. What's up, 3 Sheets to the Wind?
Hey, 3 Sheets.
I think that that is a perfect opportunity for them to inject new life, and I guess inject money into some of these franchises and make sequels like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. A lot of people have been talking about that, but
yeah,
I haven't heard anything new about that.
I haven't either. And to be quite honest, I don't think they're going to do it just because of the way that the first movie was bashed, like when it was coming out. And even though we're fans of it and there are fans of the movie, I don't think they would do it. Again, I don't see this as a cash grab movie. I thought this movie did its own thing, and I'm really happy with it.
I love this.
I love it too. I love it too. And there's some people that just will not see the movie because, oh, it's a remake, or it's not part of that original franchise. And I'm like, people need to see this. Like, I think this is great. This is a great remake. Hey, Punk Ron, this is like top 10 favorite remakes for me. I don't know where it ranks, but it's high up there. Like, I love this.
Yeah, I love it. So give me your rating.
I'm going to go 4.4 out of 5 for this one. I think it's right under Curse.
4.5 comes in at number 4 in my franchise ranking.
Sweet.
So there's that's the Child's Play franchise that we have right now, guys. Now let's talk a little bit about Chucky, the TV series coming to USA and Sci-Fi.
Yes.
October 12th.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it a little bit before. Justin.
Yes.
What are your expectations? What are your fears? What did you think of the trailer? And are you excited?
Well, first of all, Caleb, I don't know if there's like a line for me that's like something that I can really remember that would be a favorite line. I'd have to go back and watch it. But
I think it's genuinely terrifying when he has he's playing the cat's dead.
Yes. Yeah, that's creepy. Or when he's in the corner of the room when it's nighttime.
Yep.
So my thoughts on this. So when they first announced it, I was like, how are they going to do a Chucky TV show? I was like, have we gone to this point where it's like we're having to go and do a TV show? That being said, over time, I remember seeing the first teaser trailer maybe a year ago, and I was like, okay, pretty good. Then we got the announcements of the cast that were going to be in this. We got the storyline, we got the premise, and now we're getting more and more stuff come out, and I'm really excited for it. I'm trying not to hype myself up,
Justin.
But what?
I think I may know where the echo's coming from.
Where's it coming from?
Unplug your mic for me.
Can I unplug my mic? Because you won't hear me.
You can use just your cell phone audio, right?
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but okay, we'll try it.
Let's just try it. All right. Yeah. And I'm not echoing.
All right. It might be mine. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
No, we had this issue when Christian and I started doing Unita.
Okay.
What it is StreamYard doesn't recognize your mic on mobile. So you have it plugged in, but it's still only using your phone mic, but it's drawing sound from the speaker built into your mic. So it's going to cause an echo. I was so frustrated. It was Justin's fault the whole time.
I'm sorry. I'm leaving now. I'm gonna go get a glass of wine and leave this chat. See you guys.
Hold on.
Bye. I'm done. See ya.
Justin, your audio still sounds fantastic, by the way.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, everybody, you agree? His audio still sounds great.
That's what they all say.
Thank you. Yes, Ken is great. We love Ken.
Yeah, I love Ken. Absolutely love Ken. Okay, so my microphone sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's StreamYard. It's not you.
Okay.
It's only StreamYard. That's why I have to use a laptop when I'm on StreamYard because it won't pick up my mic if I plug it into my phone.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So it's not
So.
it's not your fault. It is StreamYard's fault.
Darn you, StreamYard.
Yes. But all
Okay.
right. Now I don't have to hear myself. Yes. So okay, continue with what you were talking about.
I lost it. Okay.
For
Well,
Chucky, the TV series.
pretty much now I'm looking forward to seeing this one. So I'm looking forward to it.
What are
Cannot
your
wait.
fears?
My fears is that we're gonna get Cult of Chucky again. Because Don has said this is gonna be a dark, I mean, we're going back to the dark premise of Child's Play and Chucky. And he said that about Cult of Chucky when they first announced it. And I'm like, okay, that's my only fear. And like you said too, they're adding all these characters. Like I just hope it flows well. Like we're bringing all these great characters in. Let's just hope it works. So my fear is we're going to get. I hope we don't get what we got with Cult of Chucky. And for a TV show, let's hope it's good, because sometimes when you do a TV show, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, it's like, okay, now we're at TV. And it's like,
well,
right,
I'm talking about this with Christian. By the way, Pumpkin Cake, I love your comment. I won't bring it up on the stream because of monetization purposes, but yes, I fear that too, because like you said, Don Mancini tried to say, I have heard from everyone that Child's Play 2 is everybody's favorite. So I want to go back to that. I want to have the feel and the look and the style of Child's Play 2. And everyone was like, yes, Don, yes. Like you're hammering all the points I want to hear. And then midway into production, you hear Don Mancini say stuff like, Glenda's back. Nika's going to be in it. Kyle's going to be in it. Jennifer Tilly's going to be in it. There's also going to be this totally original story. And you're just like, how are you going to balance all that? Pumpkin Cake, I don't know if it will. I'm still new to monetization. I just mean because like sometimes if I say like a cuss word or something, it can affect it. So like I don't know. I'm just being, everyone in the chat can see it, but and I appreciate it. I do. But I'm just trying to walk a tightrope. But for me, that was my worry. Is like, Don, you said the right things, and then you came out and said a bunch of other stuff that I'm kind of like, I don't understand how you're going to pull this off, and it's not going to seem like a convoluted mess. But all right, I'm willing to listen to you. But I'm worried. I'm definitely worried. Now, I will say some of that worry went away once I saw the trailer, because I think that the trailer's awesome.
Yeah,
but,
I do too.
But again, the trailer didn't show us any of that stuff. That's the thing. It just showed us the new original story. It didn't show us anything else. So we didn't get a peek at Alex Vincent. We didn't get a peek at Christina Elise. We didn't see Jennifer Tilly. We didn't see Nika. We didn't see any of that. So maybe that could totally mess all of this up. I don't know. But I am cautiously optimistic now, whereas I was just worried.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. Are you going to – does anybody know? Can anybody let me know in the chat? Is this going to premiere on any streaming service? Like, because I know it's USA and Sci-Fi, but I don't think USA or Sci-Fi are really carried on any streaming service, are they?
No, I don't think so. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be on streaming right away. Maybe Hulu might get it. I'm not sure.
Okay. So what would you say? Are you more optimistic or are you more worried?
I'm more optimistic. I'm going to stay optimistic for it. I like you said, I love the trailer. I even like the look of Chucky. I think this is the best we've had Chucky look in a while. So I like that. I like it. I'm optimistic.
I do too.
And if I'm wrong, I will rant.
And I agree, Pumpkin Cake. I do. I think that I would appreciate more, because if you're going to try to shoehorn all of these characters into here, why not just make the show's focus all of these characters? Because there's so many stories there. you don't need to add an entirely new plot line too, because then I worry that it's going to be a convoluted mess. And I don't want that. I don't want it to be a mess. I want this to do well. I want it to come across well, because I don't want Chucky to die off. So I don't know. I'm worried. They have Sci-Fi and USA on the NBC app. Okay.
Oh, Peacock. It would be Peacock, I think.
Oh, I do have Peacock.
Okay.
I do. I never use it.
I could be wrong, but I think it's Peacock. So.
Oh, yeah. The NBC app is Peacock.
Okay.
So we've talked about our thoughts on the movies. We've talked about our thoughts on the show. And that is the Child's Play franchise. Now I want to open this up to a free-for-all chat, guys. Anything and everything you guys want to talk about.
Do we want to rank these first? Because I have a ranking. People are going to be like...
Okay. Let's do a ranking.
All right, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I got a ranking for this one.
All right, Justin, give us your Child's Play ranking.
All right, from the worst to the best. So coming in at the worst is Cult of Chucky. I don't think no one's going to be surprised with that one. Then I would say Seed of Chucky. Child's Play 3. Coming in at number 5 is the remake or reboot. Number 4 is Curse of Chucky. This one might get a little bit of people, but my number 3 is Child's Play 2. Then Bride of Chucky, and my favorite being Child's Play.
All right, y'all. What do you think of Justin's ranking? Is he on crack?
Yay, rank then. Thank you. Yes.
All right. Now it's my turn.
Yes, rank them.
Coming in at numero 8, Seed of Chucky. Number 7, Cult of Chucky. Number 6, Child's Play 3. Number 5, Bride of Chucky. Number 4, Child's Play 2019. Number 3, Curse of Chucky. Number 2, Child's Play. Number 1, Child's Play 2. I think that the drop-off in quality after Bride is very noticeable. I do. I think the quality, and I enjoy Child's Play 3, guys. I really do. And I agree, Pumpkin. I think that the soundtrack is amazing for Child's Play 3. But I think the drop-off from movies like Bride and Child's Play 2 and Curse is definitely noticeable in movies like Child's Play 3 and Cult and Seed. So that's my ranking. I guess I'll just say after that, I just really want another Child's Play movie. I am excited for the show, but I like seeing Chucky on the big screen. I don't know. I'm a sucker for it, you know?
Me too.
So that's my thoughts on that. That's my ranking. That's Justin's ranking. Now, if I have Justin's permission, let's open this bad boy up.
I mean, you always got my permission. You're fine.
Let's open it up, guys. Sound off in the chat. First of all, if you haven't left a like on the stream, please leave a like on the stream. I greatly appreciate it. It lets me know that you guys don't hate listening to me talk. We would have had a perfect, I would have had my mic working. I thought it was my mic that was the issue. Whatever. It's not a big deal. I hope the quality has been fine for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this conversation up to this point.
I'm walking out. I'm seeing you later. It was my fault. It was my fault.
No, it's fine. Let's open it up, guys. Let's open it up. Let's chat. Do you guys have questions? Do you have concerns? Do you have comments? Do you have whatever it may be?
Ask questions.
Ask them away. I got about 20 more minutes, and then I'm going to order me some Applebee's. So,
I like it.
Yeah. Well, I made the conscious decision to not go anywhere today. I was like, I don't want to go anywhere. So I'll just DoorDash food.
There you go.
Nah, I don't feel like it today.
Yeah, that's right. I like it.
Yes, I agree, Pumpkin Cake. I do agree that Child's Play 2 is pretty short. I will agree with that. I don't even think it's 90 minutes. Which, by the way, guys, let me go grab something for you. I want to show you guys this. I showed it on the community tab, but I want to talk to you guys about this. All right. I'm back.
All right, I want to see that.
Justin, you already saw this. I sent this to you.
Okay. Oh, yes.
I got Sleepaway Camp 2. Now, this is just the DVD because the Blu-ray is ungodly expensive. But I was looking at the runtime for this movie. It's only 76 minutes, including credits. That's a pretty short movie.
Yeah, it is. Rudy, it's getting installed tomorrow, so then everything will be back to normal. I got my room set up.
And yes, Rudy, the carpet does match the drapes.
Well, fun. There we go. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, Bubby. My kid is now in here acting like a psycho, so that's great. Let's see. Honey pepper chicken from Applebee's is pretty good. See, I used to get their steak, then I got their like shrimp platter thing, and now I've been on this kick of their chicken tenders. I love their chicken tenders.
Oh, I do too. They're great.
What's up, Antonis?
Hey, Antonis.
How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, bud?
We just talked all about Child's Play. I know you love Child's Play, man.
You're going to have to go back and see what we had to say.
Gonna have to watch that playback, my friend.
But welcome.
1031 says apparently the main character is going to be gay, which is fine. I hope we get a good character arc. Yes.
Same.
Don Mancini is he's very, very about representation in his movies, obviously, because he's a member of the LGBTQ community. So
yes.
I think he will handle that character arc well. He knows what he's doing with that. I'm not worried about that. Sam, you're just a hater, you know?
Jonathan has a question. Guys, is the Child's Play franchise one of your favorites? Would it be up there with the big three? It's for me, it's maybe top 5. I would have to go back and look at it, but I love it.
Yeah, it's top 5. It's top 5 for me, but I don't know. Honestly, sometimes I wonder where I would rank this. You know what? That gives me a really good idea for a video, Justin, for a Monday.
Ooh, ranking the franchises.
Ranking the franchises.
Love it.
We will include Halloween, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Child's Play, Hellraiser, Saw, Scream. I want to get 10 of them, so we got to think of 3 more franchises. Leprechaun. Phantasm, and 1 more.
Which one did you not mention yet? Phantasm. Let's see. What's another one?
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. There we go.
We will do a Monday stream. Maybe we'll do that next Monday. Maybe it'll be
I'm down with that.
Out of these 10, you know. If you guys have other suggestions too, let me know in the chat. Sleepaway Camp. Oh my God, no! Yeah, John's absolutely right.
Take out Leprechaun.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, hey Jamie, Texas Chainsaw. Okay, I'm gonna have to write this stuff down because Justin is going to forget. All right, let's write these down. How you doing? Let's write these down. Where's a pen? Getting a pen.
I don't know, Justin. I'm not at your house.
That's hilarious. I'm laughing. Hey, Jamie. So we got, okay, I'm writing these down so I can remember. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Halloween.
All right. Halloween.
Saw.
Sorry, guys. I have to write this down. Otherwise, Justin forgets. Saw. Elm Street.
Yeah. Friday.
You're like, Justin, this is behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, it is. Justin writes this stuff down. Friday the 13th.
Scream.
Scream. Evil Dead.
We have, guys. Child's Play.
Child's Play, Phantasm, Evil Dead.
And how many is that?
Let's see. Sorry, guys. Still writing, Justin. Behind the scenes stuff. Remember this. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 6, 7. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 of them.
All right, so we can do.
Hellraiser. Let's do Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Okay.
There we go.
Hey, see you 1031. Thanks for being in here, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming in, 1031.
Yeah, Hellraiser's got to be in there. Although after the first 3 movies, that franchise heavily dips in quality.
Yes, they kind of go back and forth. All right. There we go. I got them.
So that is next Monday, guys. We're going to rank these 10 horror franchises and which one's number 1. I bet you guys can't guess which one's going to be number 1 for me. You have no idea. I swear, you're not going to be able to guess. No matter what you do, you'll have no idea. But what falls in between?
Mine is Hellraiser. I'm just kidding. That's my favorite franchise. I love every single one of them.
Oh, yeah. Justin, also Justin is a huge fan of Leprechaun Origins. And you know what?
Oh, yes.
I'm glad somebody mentioned fudge. What was that?
Freedom in Texas.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because
I know.
I did not want to include Leprechaun because there's a lot of bad movies in that franchise. So, but hell yeah, I'm excited for that. I am excited for that.
Me too.
Andrew, we will not divulge what ours are, but Pumpkin Cake, you're right. It may involve you. And maybe I'll see if somebody wants to get in on this idea for next week. Maybe that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see what some of the fellow tubers are doing.
I love Final Destination, Jamie. That's a great franchise.
It is. By the way, Jamie, hope you're doing well.
Hope you're doing well.
What is next? What's today's date?
Today is
the 9th.
The 9th. Yes.
So we have our next 2 weeks planned out already then, Justin. We have next week the horror franchises.
Okay.
And then the following week is American Horror Story.
Oh, yes. I still need to watch those. I'm bad. I'm sorry.
You got 2 weeks left, mister. You better get it together.
Okay. I'm going to try. I'm going to do it.
Okay. I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm going to.
Okay. But yeah, guys, cool idea. Who was that that gave us that idea? They mentioned ranking the franchises.
Shout out to them.
I don't know if it was John or if it was Andrew. I don't know.
John or Andrew. One of them.
Thank you, because it was a great idea.
Yeah, well, thank you. But
yeah, I agree, Pumpkin. I do. That's the thing. It's like I can watch some of the Leprechaun movies and have a good time, but they're really bad.
I really only watched the first 3 and Leprechaun Returns.
And of course, Origins. That's just
love it.
If Justin is struggling to go to sleep at night, he usually puts in Leprechaun.
Yes, I'm like Leprechaun Origins my whole entire life. I'm like, yes, let's do it.
Chris.
Oh, yes.
That is a great idea.
I love that.
Ken always loves to do videos with us. I would love it.
Ken is awesome. Ken is awesome.
Ken is a beautiful man.
He is.
And I would love to have him on to do that. So I will reach out to him as soon as this is over and find out what that bad boy's doing next Monday. See if he wants to be a part of it.
Let's see.
Guys, sound off in the chat. Antonis, it's not in my top 3. It's right outside my top 3. What about you, Justin? Bride?
Oh, Bride of Chucky is my second favorite after the original.
Yes.
That hurts Nick a little bit. Hurts him a little bit on the inside. Just a little bit.
Sam says, top 10 doll sex scenes. The best doll sex scene ever is Team America World Police. Have you seen that movie?
I have. It's fun.
It's very cringy, but I love that scene. Is so bad it's funny. I don't like to think about these things though, Sam. That I don't know.
Let's see.
Chunky. That's his name in Child's Play 3, Chunky. Also, Guys, we are filming a new episode of the Unita Horror Podcast tonight.
Ooh, nice.
We may be bringing back one of our very special guests that we've had on before already. I'm not giving anything else away. It'll be out later this week on Christian's channel, but I wanted to give you guys an update. We didn't have a Unita this past weekend because Christian's work schedule was pretty crazy this weekend. So we took this week off. We're filming tonight. Yeah, it'll be out later this week. And I think a lot of you guys are going to like it. This is a movie that it's the topic is just about one movie. It's not about a franchise. It is a deep dive into one specific movie from the 80s that a lot of people have an affinity for. And I think you guys are going to dig it. I just watched it again last night to refresh myself on it. And really, really came to remember how much I enjoyed the movie. So I can't wait to drop this episode because it's going to be fun. I think you guys will like it. If you haven't caught up on Unita, get yourselves caught up right now.
Love it. You guys are doing an amazing job over there.
You're right, Sam. It is 31. No, it's not, guys. No, it's not.
It's I can't think of a movie right now. It's
Good.
some movie. It's
Seed
something.
of Chucky.
There we go. No, call it Chucky. Hellraiser Revelations.
Oh, yes. Everybody's favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
Yes. All right, guys, come on. Fire away.
Questions. Ask us.
Shoot us some questions. No, John, it is not Halloween 3. I'll give you guys one hint.
Gosh.
And I don't know if Christian will be mad. But you know what? Whatever. I'll give you guys one hint about the movie that we're going to be talking about. And I don't want to give you a hint that's too on the nose. So I'm like trying to think here. Justin, I'm going to say this. If you know what it is, just don't say anything. If people say something in the chat, I'm not going to respond to it. I will just say Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
You think you know what it is?
I know what it is. It's Flatliners.
Yeah. No. No, Justin knows what it is, but he's not going to. He won't.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not saying anything, Sam. I won't say a word. You can't get it out of me.
What is this? What is this movie that they're talking about? I have no idea what this movie is. I've never seen this movie. What are y'all talking about?
I'll give you another hint. The person we're having on is Piz Owl. And Piz Owl loves this movie. So if you watch Piz Owl, I'm just saying.
Jamie, we're talking. I think we're talking about something for Friday 13th.
Let's do it, Justin. Let's get this out in the open right now. Everybody in the chat, we are trying to think of something to do for Friday the 13th. Now, whether that I usually do uploads on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys rather Justin and I do a live on Friday the 13th where we watch one of the Friday movies? Or, see, I feel like that's not as engaging, though.
We need to do something.
Justin, I have it.
Okay.
Let's do a special stream on Friday the 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right. Talking about the kills of the Friday the 13th franchise.
Let's do like a top 10, or if we...
No, let's not even do that. Let's not even just... Let's do top 25. Let's have this be a beefy one.
I got to think about this.
All you got to do is go to YouTube and type in, the top Friday, not top, just Friday the 13th kills.
Okay, we'll do it. I'm down with it. 25.
We did one of those. We did one of those about, what was that, a month ago? That was when we had Sam on, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, Sam was Nightmare. Who was Friday 13th? I think that was Ken. No,
I think Sam was on Friday.
I think he was on Nightmare on Elm Street. No, it was Friday. What was I talking about? We did Nightmare on Elm Street together. Yeah, never mind. Rewind.
Yep.
All right, we'll do kills. Oh, well, I kind of had something clever. How about it's Friday the 13th? Let's do our top 13 kills. Or do you want to do 20? Let's do 25. Let's do 25.
No. 13's fine. I like that idea.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Screw it. This Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, we are doing a Friday the 13th live stream. What's up, J-Dead? How you doing, my man? We are doing a Friday the 13th live stream at 9 p.m. this Friday, where we are going to have our top 13 Friday the 13th kills. And we're also going to just talk about Friday in general. Everything to do with Friday. We're not going to go movie by movie like we did when we did our episode with Sam. We're just going to talk about Friday. We're just going to have a Friday discussion with everyone in the chat. And we're just going to, we'll give our top 13 kills. And then when we get that out of the way, the rest of the chat will just be a free-for-all Friday the 13th discussion for everyone involved.
Sounds great.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Justin says it'd be pretty cool. What do you guys think? Sound good to all of y'all?
I think Richard approves. We got some.
Richard approves. Hell yeah. You guys got any questions you want to fire our way? Any comments?
Do I like long walks on the beach? Yes, I do. There we go. Don't have to answer.
Assless chaps or thongs? I'm going to go with assless chaps.
There you go. I'm going with thongs.
Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Jay? Okay, we got a little bit. We got a little bit too much TMI right there for a second.
Hey, whoa, buddy. Justin's going thongs over assless chaps. I'm going assless chaps.
Hey, we can't be twinsies, so we gotta I'm going Speedos. There we go. He said no more American flags. Well, no more I just want a Speedo. I'll just go Speedo. There we go.
There you go. Hey, Rudy, I'll always have my American flag Speedos.
I want a freaking Pride rainbow Speedo.
Turn the light off.
That's what I want.
Turn it off. Thank you. We're just kidding, Pumpkin Cake. Antonis, yes, we did, and we both love it. Both love it.
Yes, love it.
Yep.
You what?
I was just saying we both love. Sorry, my mind.
You're fine.
I'm all over the place right now, guys. Ignore me, okay? But yeah. I think that'd be cool. I think that'll be really cool to kind of just capitalize on the hoopla that is Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun.
Yep. I agree.
Hey, thanks, John. I appreciate that, brother. Nice to see you in here.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, you got to give me a second. I'll get you some juice. All right. I'm almost done.
Yes.
Right. Again, if you guys have not left a like, please do so.
Please leave a like.
Any final questions? Any final comments? Any final?
Let us know.
Stop.
I watched the Megan Fox Till Death last night, and it was fun. Awesome. I want to see it. It looks like it'd be good. The Megan Fox movie.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
You wanna be a problem child, huh? Are you gonna try to ruin the end of this stream?
He's like, I just want to be on camera.
Yeah, is that funny, buddy? Is it so funny? How funny would it be if I tickled you right now? William decided that he had to say hi. He just wanted to feel like he mattered.
Hello, William.
Say hi.
Hi.
Can you say Chucky?
Chucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute. That's cute.
Can you say what should he say? Can you say Jason? Can you say Freddy? No, that was not Freddy, but
Very
good
close.
try. Good try.
Oh,
Don't leave a like for me. Leave a like for William.
that's
Okay?
right. That's right.
Uh-oh. Rudy wants to see Carl.
Where's Carl?
Carl, come up here. Come here. They want to see the Carl. Carl.
Carl, like, I'm camera shy.
Yep. This is the craziness I deal with when I do these Monday streams, guys. We've got a child and a dog.
And he's got a Justin.
It's all over the place. It's always all over the place. But we make it work. We make it work. Hold on, buddy. Any final questions, guys? Let me know. I'm here to answer them.
Nick's got to deal with my craziness on Mondays and Tuesdays.
This is falling apart. This is falling apart quickly.
Anyway,
well, if there are no more Antonis wants to know, will Candyman have honey on his hook in Candyman 2021? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it'd be something different. Can't wait for Spirit Halloween. Yes, Richard. Yes, I am ready for it. I'm ready for Spirit Halloween. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have a room tour, new room tour when my Halloween decorations are up. So expect that.
All right. Sorry. By the way, about to comment about Spirit Halloween, Richard. They're tentatively setting that opening all these stores around August 15th. That's what the zone manager that I am friends with has told me. That's the goal, at least in my area, in the Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky area. So, oh, and God, that's a good question, Rudy. I wanted to let everybody know we are not moving now. We decided that we want to save money and renew the lease one more year here, and then we're going to buy a house next year rather than rent. So I now have no excuse but to get these posters framed and put these bad boys up because we are no longer moving for a year. So
that's awesome.
Yes, Antonis, I did know that. I did
too.
But what about you, Rudy? Or not you? I'm sorry, Rick. What about you, Justin? Do you have any new plans for the setup in your movie room?
Well, I was just saying that come Halloween or come mid-September, I'm probably going to do like beginning of September. I'm going to start decorating for Halloween. So a new room tour is going to happen once my Halloween decorations are up.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too. Thank you.
And just 2 months, guys, 2 months until you see Justin and I together in the flesh.
I know. I'm really excited.
Should be exciting. Should be controversial.
Really. And I don't know, like, I just want to say, like, I'm very close to reaching 4,000 subscribers. So everybody who has watched the channel and supporting the channel, not only this channel, but my channel, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, your guys' support means the world to both of us. And,
yes.
We are very, very excited and happy to do these every week. Bobby, next week is the ranking horror franchises.
Mm-hmm.
We picked 10. I'm going to rank out of those 10, 1 through 10, which is our least favorite out of those 10. What is our favorite? And then in the flesh, where I'm going to be going to meet Justin, and we're going to go see Halloween Kills together. And then we're going to do a discussion about Halloween Kills. Right after, we're going to do our initial reaction, our thoughts, spoiler-free review, and I believe we're going to have Ken on with us too. He'll be via StreamYard, but I believe he's going to be in the discussion with us. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, and I'm excited for it. I really am.
Me too.
Again, Rudy, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Rudy.
Like I said, best way to support the channel, because although YouTube does take, a portion of that because they suck. Just kidding, YouTube, you don't suck. Don't smite me down. But I really appreciate that. That means a lot. And yeah, we do. We live about 2 hours from each other. Yeah, Bobby, we'll do Final Destination. Absolutely. It's just we're doing American Horror Story after the horror franchises one. So we've got the next 2 weeks. Maybe we'll do Final Destination after that, just depending on what you guys want to see. And then tonight I'm going to post a poll on the community tab for our live commentary tomorrow. Justin, I don't know about you, but I think the options should be my 2 options I'm going to put in there. If we're going in succession, Screen 3, Friday Part 3.
Well, I'm down with that.
Now, what about your 2?
Oh. Well, crud. I got to think. Because my movies are packed up. Screen 3, Friday. I'm trying to think about this. Throw in Nightmare 2. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, because we did the first one.
Okay.
Or New Nightmare, whichever one. Trying to think of something else.
Do you want to throw what Child's Play?
Yeah, Child's Play 2. Did we do Child's?
We haven't done Child's Play yet, no.
We'll do Child's Play. So there we go.
Bobby, no, I am in Ohio. Justin is in Kentucky. Brooke, we have been talking for years. I've been friends with Justin on Facebook for years because I've watched his videos for years. And then recently, over the past, we've been friendly and messaged and stuff, but we started doing this in April, where we do a weekly Monday live stream.
Yeah.
Antonis, yes. 2 weeks, we're going to be doing a ranking and just a general talk about all of the American Horror Story seasons. Richard, yes, we did, and we're both getting it.
Yes. I'm excited for that one.
And Wes, Justin and I talked about this. I would be open to seeing Jordan Peele do that. What about you?
Me too. I'm looking for that. I would be open to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. But we've gone over the 2-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to order some food. Justin and I appreciate the hell out of you for being in here tonight.
We do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for your chats, for your likes, for your support. And Holy Miss Moly got me alive. Caught me alive one. That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, got me alive one.
Welcome.
Justin, any parting words?
Just thank you as always. It's such an honor to do these live chats with you, Nick. You're my buddy, close friend of mine. And thank you everybody for joining these chats. We really appreciate the support. So just remember to like this video, guys. Like the video. We love you.
All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow night for another live commentary. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow, and make sure you're ready for tomorrow night.
All right. And Wes, you're awesome. I see your comment in there, Wes.
Thank you,
no
Wes.
problem.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, guys. You guys have a good night.
Bye, guys.